Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this episode of Sahur Kitchen. Today we're not cooking, so I'm saved from the kitchen heat for today. However, I'm going to take it down memory lane. We're going to year 2020, the pandemic year. This episode is very important because everything we said then 4 years ago is playing out right now before our parents. We looked at IT, 5G and the pandemic. We looked at AI and challenges and all of that. Our guest that year was Mr. Suleiman Adebola Yusuf. And so I would like to enjoy this episode. But before then, let me remind you that Ramadan Fest is around the corner, holding on the 23rd and 24th of March at Babu Salam, on 14 Jolly Street, Jerry, Keja, Lagos. And we're expecting the entirety of the family to join us on those days. We'll be having auction for charity. All proceeds go to a charity, inshallah ta'ala. We'll have flash sales. The interesting part for you is that it's free attendance, so you come at any point in time, absolutely free. It's free for us to be served. Vendors come free, we're not charging for any vendor stores. Just bring your wares, grab a space, and sell at ridiculous cheap prices to all of our attendees at the event, inshallah. There'll be side attractions, quiz competitions, the kids will not be well taken care of, learning Islam. Then not bore you too much, let's quickly hook up with Brother Suleiman Adebola Yusuf as he walks us through the world of 5G, IT, and all of that. We'll see you soon, inshallah. You're welcome back. If you're just joining us, it is Sahur Kitchen, and today in the kitchen we're going into the IT world. We'll be talking about 5G network and the myth about it having anything to do with coronavirus or what have you. We'll also do a little bit of visit to the world of the Yahoo boys, the scammers, scammy, what's going on. To do justice to this topic today, inshallah, I do have with me the real Jibs. His real name's I mentioned the real Jibs first because you know him as a poet, the sheet artist, if you say, but he is Suleiman Adebola Yusuf. He's an IT security specialist. Suleiman, you're welcome to the kitchen. The real Jibs. I'm going to call you the real Jibs throughout. So
that's fine.
Anyway, assalamu alaikum to
Wa alaikum assalam. Thank you very much for having me on the show.
Great.
Ramadan Mubarak to all the viewers out there.
Okay, then. So what are you cooking for us this morning?
Okay, so that'll be jollof pasta.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite recipes. Whenever I have the time to cook at home, I do cook actually, not all the time. So whenever I have the time, it's one of the things that just pops up and it's quite fun to do.
So you can talk us through your recipe very quickly.
Okay, so let me just, before I start, let me wash my hands.
All right.
Give me a sec.
So today, like I did say earlier, we'll be talking about the 5G network, the myths around it having anything to do with coronavirus. Okay. Also, we'll veer off into the world of the scammers and the scammies because he's an IT security specialist, so we can learn some tips from him on how to stay safe when conducting our transactions online, inshallah. So your recipe?
Okay, so basically, I'm going to be starting out with, I have a couple of things here, but this is already blended sauce, and in it I have tatashe and tomatoes and atarudo here and onion as well. It's already in there already. And then of course have the tomato paste on the side, and I have bay leaves, shredded beef, minced beef, okay, and seasoning cubes as well.
How would you like to start? What do you get to do first?
Okay, so I think first thing to do is to I want to fry this beef.
Okay.
So I'll need vegetable oil.
Enjoy. It's all yours. So just tell me what you need for your. How do you like your? Do you parboil your spaghetti so I can get the water boiling?
Okay. Yes. I'll have to do that.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll boil some water for you.
Thank you. To start out, I'll need a bowl. I think I can get one here.
Okay. So Jibs.
Yes.
5G. I'm sure you are aware already, and I imagine I've gotten a lot of people asking you questions around.
Yes, quite.
Because I am overwhelmed. 5G, should we allow it happen, or should we be carrying placards and saying no 5G because it has everything to do with this coronavirus?
Okay, so if you're putting it that way, if I should answer it directly, I'm going to have to put the beef in the bowl. Okay. I need to put some ingredients. So back to your question, if I'm going to answer it directly, yes. 5G should happen.
Okay.
I mean, we don't have to carry placard because it's evolution. It's just technology.
Okay.
It's evolution. It's like speed. You know, you have a lower speed and then a higher speed.
Okay.
So it's something that we need to get to where we have to go in terms of technological evolution.
Okay.
So basically, 5G means fifth generation.
Okay.
You know, it's fifth generation of communication technology. And it's just like the other G's. So if I just walk you through the evolution, you had 1G, 2G,
what does
3G.
So in put it in layman terms, because really I'm lost. What
Okay.
G, 1G, what were we doing?
So G means generation.
Great.
So 1G is the first generation, second generation. So 5G is the fifth generation. So in the first generation, we had just voice. People could just talk. Just talk. Jibola is calling, Aminat voice call. Then second generation, they added text message to it. So that's text plus 1G.
Okay.
Then for the third generation, they added internet access. So you had internet access plus 2G.
Is that when we're able to do email?
Browse, email, and all that, yes. Then for the fourth generation, that's the streaming era.
Live video stream.
Yeah, live video stream whereby you can stream video. So fourth generation is just 3G plus streaming video. Then the fifth generation, that's the IoT era, that's Internet of Things, whereby you have Ultra HD video, you have 3G video, your TVs, you have Internet of Things, you have smart homes now, where you connect everything in your house to get a light. You walk into your room, lights on.
But that's already happening with 4G.
So 5G is taken into like an amplified level now.
Okay.
Maximum proportions of technology, that's what 5G is going to do to us.
Your water is boiled. So
okay, so I'm just going to sauce the beef now.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm done with all this.
Do you need me to put the spaghetti on?
Yeah, please. Thank you. So I'm just gonna try and marinate the beef. Try and mash the ingredients together. Here, quickly do that. So basically, 5G is here to just give us more speed than what we already have existing right now. So if you think your internet at home is fast, wait till you see 5G. You are seeing what they call fast improvement in latency. Okay, so basically all these G's, you know, they work in terms of a radio frequency. Okay. And of course, radio frequency have a particular range. For example, 1G was...
How do you want your spaghetti?
Okay, I think it's just...
A whole?
I think, yeah, I mean, if you can fit that in, yes. But you can just split it into two, please.
Okay.
Thanks. So these G's work in terms of radio frequencies and they have ranges. For example, 1G, that's the first generation. It was under 1 gigahertz, okay? And that's the technology that our radios and televisions use, etc. Then you have 2G. 2G is about 1.9 gigahertz. So gigahertz is like bandwidth, the speed bandwidth that the technology uses to deliver the service. So 3G is like 2.1 gigahertz, 4G, 2.4 gigahertz. Now, the thing about 5G is saying that with all these gigahertz that is already in place, 5G is going to make use of the spectrum, the wavelength bandwidth that is not in use right now. So what 5G is saying is, I'm taking the speed to a higher level. So we're looking at, instead of, 4G is like 2.4 gigahertz. So 5G will be doing from like that range to like 90 gigahertz. So you see, that's a big leap.
Indeed.
So that's what 5G is bringing to the table.
Let me ask you a very tough question from where I stand. Yes, I agree with you. So it maybe has nothing to do with coronavirus as you purport, but are you saying there's no danger whatsoever? Because you guys, well, scientists tell us microwave has some dangerous things.
I'll turn this on, please.
Yes, sure. So there's some danger with
vegetable oil, okay?
There's some danger with microwaves, there's danger with phones, don't stick with your phones, don't put your phones on there, and all those. So in the same vein, and I hear 5G is way higher, so how do you then say there's no danger?
Okay, so I won't say totally that there is no danger out there. Of course, there's good radiation and bad radiation, right? But before I get into that, let me just quickly tell you a brief history of 5G again, like I was saying earlier on that chain of thought. Now you see, you have the all these things are electromagnetic waves, okay? They're just waves moving through, they're just electromagnetic signals moving through the cloud together called waves, okay? So you have a range, you have a spectrum from low energy, low frequency, to a high energy, high frequency.
Do you need to put anything inside?
Yes. I think for now, no, let's just allow it to simmer for a while. Okay. So I need vegetable oil.
Yeah, enjoy.
Okay, enjoy. Okay. Just put...
You were saying?
Okay, yeah. So you have the low range to a high frequency. low energy to high energy.
Before we go on with the rest of this, we'll take a break now. This oil will just wait for it to heat up and then you can start your frying.
All right.
So we'll go on a break now. When we return from the break, we'll continue. He's taking a standard. I need to get a notebook because I'm already lost here. All right, stay with us. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, it's still Sahur Kitchen and things are progressing. Where are we now?
Yes, so just done frying the beef now. So the next thing will be to sieve the spaghetti.
I'll get the sieve for you. Just before the break, walking us through different frequencies. We've talked about the radio. There's an I, there's a V.
Yes.
What else?
Why people are worried about 5G is because, okay, they are saying, okay, 5G is taking up a lot of bandwidth, a lot of frequency. Well, how is it going to be transmitted? Okay. You know, what kind of radiation level is required to transmit it?
Indeed.
But the key thing there in 5G is the design of the antenna of the phones you'll be using, for example, or the devices that will use 5G. Our current phones right now don't use 5G. I mean, you probably have to invest in new model of phones to use 5G.
So they're telling us to go and start saving money.
So that's what I mean. I mean, for you to do that kind of a technological leap, you will need to invest in technology devices. So the design for 5G is actually in the antenna for the new devices, yeah?
Yep.
So it's not about what's transmitting the signal like you have on all these masts that you see out there.
Yeah.
The key is the design for the antenna on your device.
Okay.
So that is what is actually going to make 5G a success. So what I was saying about the frequency ranges earlier, you have from the low frequency to the higher frequency. Now, radio frequency, which 5G and other Gs are running on, is on the low end of the spectrum.
So even this 5G is coming on the same radio frequencies?
Exactly, it's coming on the same radio frequency technology, exactly. So like 1G to 4G have been running on the same frequency. So 5G is also running on the same radio frequency, which is a low frequency, low energy
what
spectrum.
What do you need to be doing now?
Okay, so now I think I need to make the sauce. Okay. So I need this saucepan. I think I'm done with this now. I'll probably just get this out and.
Do you need to scoop it out?
Yes, I want to scoop it out.
I'll handle that.
Okay,
for you.
Thank you very much. Okay, let me just put that there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go with the sauce. The sauce.
Yeah, I'm becoming a pro in my kitchen, understanding that so quickly.
So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna try and do a bit of small frying for my tomato paste.
Okay. Yeah, you were saying about the frequencies.
Okay, exactly. So people should not be scared of 5G in itself because 5G is more about the bandwidth it's providing, like I explained to you now. I mean, change is scary sometimes, but really, that's where we are going, and that's where 5G will take us to. There'll probably be 6G in the future, who knows? But at least this 5G has come to stay.
So we should embrace it. Those videos that we saw circulating where people on the street were just dropping and dying, and they claimed there was this 5G that they turned on somewhere that was killing them. So you're saying that's all false?
So yeah, I don't think so because I mean, our bodies they are part water and part dead, you know. So we know how to block off frequency. For example, when you use your Bluetooth now, if you have your Bluetooth headset on and then your body kind of blocks your phone, you know you lose signal. Yeah, Bluetooth is even a higher energy range than radio frequency.
Indeed.
Bluetooth falls under a visible light. V, exactly. Oh, you're catching on fast. I like that.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you see that there's nothing inside you that can just be turned on for you to drop dead. The body doesn't work that way. And largely, if I should say this, I should have mentioned this earlier. These frequency ranges, right? They are distributed into two.
Nice smell. And
we haven't even scratched the surface. So you have ionizing and non-ionizing frequency. The low frequency end are non-ionizing.
Now you're entering on that entirely. Ionizing, non-ionizing. We're going to go on a break now. When we return from the break, you're about to make your sauce, and hopefully that will be at an advanced stage. So stay with us. We're still here in the kitchen learning how to embrace 5G. My mom's gone, get your money ready. I'm going to buy a new phone. Okay?
Stepping up. That's the future.
Stay with us.
Attention all parents! Are you looking for an exceptional school that caters to both your child's academic and spiritual needs? Look no further than Embark Schools, Lekki. We are pleased to announce that admission is now open for the 2023-2024 academic session for early years, primary and secondary school levels. Our school offers a unique blend of Islamic and contemporary education with day and boarding facilities. Our 21st century educators utilize modern labs and workshops to ensure that our students are equipped with the skills and knowledge needed to succeed in the future. In addition to academics, we also provide a sports arcade and an integrated curriculum that combines both Nigerian and Cambridge syllabus to give your child the best of both worlds. Don't just take our word for it. Embark Schools was awarded the British Council International School Award in 2021 for our exceptional standard of education. For more information and to enroll your child, please call us at 080-6151-2696 or 070-3424-5368. Invest in your child's future today with Embark Schools, Lekki.
Welcome back. We're still here in the kitchen, rounding up things. The sauce is at its advanced stage, little bubbles.
Yeah, so just a little bit of ingredients and then we are good to go.
Okay.
I would allow it simmer and then would put in the spaghetti to just complete the whole formula recipe. So
I did say we're discussing two things. A major one, the real discussion today is about the 5G.
Yes.
Demystifying the link between 5G and coronavirus and all the dangers that it portends. But now you've been able to clarify all that. So in a nutshell,
let's embrace 5G.
Okay.
5G is here to stay. It's what we need to make the next technological leap.
Okay.
Advanced technology. We're looking at things that make automation of vehicle production smarter and faster. We're looking at Internet of Things, where you have things interconnecting, human connections, different connections. I mean, it's a whole new world, and it's the next level. It's the next thing. So let's embrace it. That's the next level to go.
So let me take you to your comfort zone. Just introduce that bit. It's about the scammers, internet security, internet fraud. Especially this pandemic, it has gone to another level entirely. In spite of what we're going through, as some of us have lost sources of income, then the small savings that I've put together is being swept away by some guy. How can we not fall prey?
Okay, so I think it has to do with customers listening more to their banks. Let me give you a typical example. I'm not trying to sell any brand here. So you walk into a bank and of course you get your details. The bank will always tell you that they will never ask you for your PIN, token code, and internet password. So they say that. So they've used different channels, text messages, they've used radio, voice, anyway. So now what we are seeing happening is, I think it's maybe people just need to be more informed.
Okay.
Alhamdulillah for this kind of sessions, or for us use this medium to tell people more. So basically what these scammers are doing now is what you call voice phishing. It's called vishing. So what they do is they try to call you and they try to extract your private information from you over the phone.
But sometimes they already have the information. I've been called.
Maybe someone has been compromised in a financial institution, so they have all those contacts, right?
Yeah.
They reach out to them, so maybe they get some kind of database of BVNs, and they can match that with your first name and your last name. But they still need one more thing from you to conclude the transaction, and that will be your personal details. So they will call you. So like what I said earlier, no financial institution would ask you for that. Would call you to say that. That's why it's a pull system.
No, but then with what you're saying, when you put a call through to your customer service,
so that's
they
what I'm
ask
saying
you
now.
for those information.
It's a pull system, not a push. Pull means you are the one that is going to go to the bank. So the bank will not call you to ask you for those things, right?
I get
You are the
you.
one who wants to say, okay, you have
needing
issues with your card.
something
You have to do security verification
Checks.
to know that you are the one who is calling, non-repudiation. So you can't deny that you permitted. You can't deny that you committed that transaction. So they will ask you, Mr. Jibola Yusuf, what else can you tell? What's your date of birth? What is your mother's maiden name? You know, security questions that you already
Let me
chose.
fetch the
Yes,
spaghetti
please.
for-
Thanks. So, that's for verification, security verification. So now
Is
it's the right
to-
person that is calling.
I'm sorry, are you garnishing it with this, or is also
Yes,
going
eventually.
inside?
This will go in first. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well then.
So that's for that. So if anybody calls you to say, okay, they notice that there's a transaction going on on your account, and they notice so and so.
Yeah.
That's their MO. That's their mode of operation. Once they start asking you to call your
They usually
ATM
ask you for
digits.
ATM digits. All right, looks like meals.
Yes, so now that all the spaghetti is in, I'll now put in the beef.
Okay,
This is
great.
the last bit of the ingredients.
So you know what I do? I clear up. I get the table set to have breakfast. Welcome back. We are set to have our Sahur, and we've been talking about 5G network, how if it has a relationship with coronavirus, we've dispelled that myth. It doesn't exist. There's no links whatsoever. How dangerous is 5G? We've also established that it's not necessarily dangerous. There's more benefits to except the fact that we need to go and get money as set aside.
Yeah,
if you're going to get on the 5G network, you'll need a new device.
Absolutely.
Anyways, and then we started talking about scammers, security online. So in a nutshell, share tips with us on how to stay safe while still operating in this space.
Okay, thank you very much. So basically, I think the first thing anyone needs to do is to have a very strong, secure password. It's very, very important. So apart from that, of course, everybody does online banking right now, and that's really...
A lot of people, don't say everybody, I still have people that are scared to get into that space because of this scam.
Fair enough. So a lot of people do online banking right now.
Yeah.
So it's very key that when you're online, you should be very, very security conscious. As much as possible, whenever you get an email, for example, it's always good to check the source. So what these scammers have done is to find a way to mask what they do. So what they do is they have an email origin. But the name of the email origin could be like GT Bank Gens, for example. But if under it, you check, if you click on that name itself, that's what people don't do. People are always particular about the body of the mail. Oh, I got a mail saying your bank details need to be updated. So they don't focus on the sender. If you clicked on the sender name, you will see the name, then the email, the origin of the mail, you'll see that it's nothing at gtbank.com. If anybody does not have any right to send you a mail, you shouldn't click on it. Some will say you should update your account details online, that your bank is doing upgrade. In fact, that's their MO.
That's the most popular.
They say that's the most popular one. They say they want to do upgrade on your account so that you can be able to receive alerts. You do better on your account. Do not click on any link that is... In fact, your bank will not even send you links. Your bank will not send you links because they say that as part of the information sensitization they roll out to customers. Then in this difficult time, this COVID-19, the scammers are even more persistent now. So they've upgraded now. They're on WhatsApp now. They will tell you to call a so number so you can get the funds that the federal government is making available, 20,000 naira, to claim your 20,000 naira. Call this phone number, and then they scam you for... A lot of people are gullible. A lot of people are gullible. So it's unfortunate, but it happens. And then it's too late because your bank, they've indemnified themselves. Yes, they've told you not to share. They put all those informations in text messages, at the bottom of text messages, at the bottom of their email saying do not share. The bank will not request for you. It's only when you call customer service, contact center, that you now see, okay, maybe they're asking for security questions. You get... So basically, I think it's something that people should really be cognizant of. Have strong passwords. Do not click on links in mails that you don't know. In fact, don't click on any link at all. Really, there's a way we IT guys we try to detonate links, but of course that's too much here. I'm just saying, when you see emails that are suspect, do not click on links. It's a crazy world, with the COVID and the scammers and everything, and people leveraging it. But people should just try as much as possible to be observant and vigilant.
Great. Thank you so much for those tips.
You're welcome.
You won't be going without something for you and your family. Courtesy Right Foods Limited, makers of Biggie Drinks, Biggie Water, and Biggie Sausages. We want you to stay refreshed every single day of Ramadan. So this is
very thoughtful. Jazakumullah khairan. Biggie Right Foods. Right?
Yes, Right Foods Limited. Jazakumullah khairan. That's how far we can go on the show today. Join us same time tomorrow, Bismillah, when we'll bring you another well-packaged discussion just for your pleasure. Until then, assalam. Welcome back. I do hope you took lessons from that session. Just a quick reminder about the Ramadan Fest holding on 23rd and 24th of March at Bab Salam, 1429 Street. We say that vendors should come free, and that's because that's our own gift to you, the vendors. So you will also reciprocate by ensuring that sales, the prices are completely affordable for our attendees. They will not get that price anywhere else outside. That's what we want to achieve with this fair. Make it work for us, for you, for everyone attending, inshallah. There's free attendance, free talk for everyone. We loads and loads of networking opportunities, indoor games, learnings about the deen, inshallah ta'ala. It will be worth your while. Don't forget, this is our farewell season. It is our goodbye. It's hard to say goodbye, but surely everything that has a beginning will have an end, and this is the end of Sahur Kitchen. As you know it, it has been a pleasure and an honor gracing your screens every single morning of Ramadan for the past 8 years. Yes, 8 years journey it has been. It's been, we're grateful having you on that side, but this is a goodbye on screens. It's not a goodbye forever. We'll be churning out loads and loads of projects. Keep tabs on us on our social media platforms on Instagram, on YouTube, Facebook, so you can learn about our other projects. We'll be back same time tomorrow with another good part of the Sahur Kitchen. Until next, stay blessed.